Hey, good morning. Welcome to North Park Church. So here we are on the cusp of a historic election, right? We're told to expect protests and rioting. Well, what's this world coming to? Well, if we look back through the years, we see plenty of the same. As the book of Ecclesiastes reminds us, there's nothing new under the sun. Civil unrest has occurred frequently at various times in the past, and in particular, I'm thinking of the Boston Tea Party in December 1773. And with this dramatic backdrop, we are set to delve into the details and explore another rabbit trail known to dozens as
Hymnody in history.
So, here we are. The Boston Tea Party. The colonials were dressed up as Native Americans. They threw crates of tea overboard into the Boston harbor to protest taxation without representation. The tea came from India by way of the East India Company. The chairman of the East India Company, at the time his tea was spilled into the drink, was Charles Grant. Now, Charles was wealthy but morally bankrupt. He lived a hedonistic lifestyle until God got his attention. He lost 2 children to smallpox. And he turned to the Lord, who turned his life around. Charles came back to England. He was elected to Parliament in 1802, and he joined the Clapham sect, which was a group of social activists working to bring about an end to the slave trade, as portrayed in the movie about William Wilberforce called Amazing Grace. Charles did have another son who survived to adulthood. Robert Grant was born in India 6 years after the Boston Tea Party in 1779. He followed in his father's footsteps as a public servant, as a lawyer, a judge advocate general, and eventually as governor of Bombay, which is now Mumbai in India. Robert was also a devout Christian from his youth, and he played an active role in helping William Wilberforce bring about a peaceful end to slavery in the British Empire. Robert was quite taken with the majestic pomp and grandeur of British royalty. In the early 1830s, Robert was studying Psalm 104, and he was struck by the descriptions of God as king. And seeing parallels with the British monarchy, he used this as a foundation for writing some of the greatest hymns in all Christendom. This hymn was first published in 1833, the same year that slavery was abolished in the empire, and he was knighted in 1834. And so Robert returned to India as the governor of Bombay, where he died in 1838. But the importance of his contribution to the kingdom of God has eclipsed his work for the British Empire. The music for this particular hymn was written by Johann Michael Haydn, the younger brother of the famous composer Franz Joseph Haydn. Now, what do their names have in common with the holds of those ships in the Boston Harbor in 1773? No tea. Thank you very much. Okay, appreciate that. So, oh, yeah, we're going to end it there, are we? I'm not quite done yet. Michael never gained the fame or notoriety that Franz Joseph did. He was hiding in the shadows of his older brother's fame. But the melody, married to the text of Sir Robert Grant, has given us O Worship the King, All Glorious Above, which is the culmination of our election era explorative episodic expose known as
Hymnody in history.